One, who is God for me? And what does Jesus teach me about God? Two, some people died to make the Bible available to everyone. So what is the Bible for me? Three, what are the 2 or 3 most special things about this church for me? 4, what difference does participating in a church community really make in my life? 5, how can having a relationship with God make a difference in my life? 6, if God created me for a purpose in this world, I think that purpose might be, and then fill in the blank. And the 7th question, how does it shape the choices I make in my life for me to identify as a Christian? And how does it shape the choices I make in my life if I really believe that Jesus Christ was resurrected from the dead? I invite you as well to continue reflecting on these questions. For you see, as Sojourner said to us, every day the world ends. And every day we have new beginning and we have new opportunity to reflect upon and reaffirm our faith. So today, very briefly, because I know you're eager to get to the congregational meeting, so I'm just going to give a few sentences. I don't know why it is that I seem to be getting up to begin my message at 11:25. But here we are. So I'm going to just kind of lightly give you some things. And hopefully, as we share together in our congregational meeting, the spirit of what I share with you will shape how we meet. Amen? Amen. So the question, how does it shape our life choices if we believe that Jesus Christ was resurrected from the dead? Now, I'm not asking you if you believe in bodily or spiritual resurrection or both. That's for your own discernment and your own wrestle. But either way, what difference does resurrection of Jesus from the dead make in your life? For you see, it is not only to be those who are Christians because we believe in the teachings of Jesus as something that are important for our moral guidance. See, we can be Christians because we believe in the teaching. But I'm asking, are you Christian because there's something about resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead that has captured your heart, your soul, your mind, your strength? The writer of this first letter of Peter, and Peter, the disciple of Jesus, is not likely to have written this, but someone from his school of thought wrote these words. To the exiles of the dispersion, of the diaspora. And that is important. That's how this book begins. Understand that he's writing to people who have scattered abroad. He's writing to people who are in different countries, different cultures, different languages, whose hearts and souls and minds and bodies have been captured by the idea of Jesus Christ resurrected from the dead. Some of them might have been among those who went to the tomb, but most of them not. Most of them were not there with Mary Magdalene and Peter and John who saw the empty tomb. Most of them were not among those with Thomas who pressed his own fingers into the flesh of this resurrected Jesus. Most of them, like us, only heard the story. And each one, like us, had to make the choice. How much of this do I really believe? How much of it do I claim for my life? And how do I allow it to shape the choices I make in my life? Here's what I love about this. The writer of this epistle continues. We have been given a new birth into a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. And we have been given new birth into an inheritance that is imperishable. See, all of that before what Jody joined us in reading today. That's what I am so excited about when I think of the resurrection of Jesus. The difference that it makes for my life is that it brings me new birth into a living hope and into an inheritance that is imperishable. Oh, I wish I had time to preach, Paul. So understand, here's the significance of this. Living hope and imperishable inheritance. Get those words. Those are important. If you go back to the creation story, where God formed Ha-Adam, the human one, whose name, that's what Ha-Adam means. And then it got changed to Adam along the way, and then it became a man. Is that right, Randy? Oh, okay. Ha-Adam, the text tells us, was formed from the dust of the ground. And then when God breathed God's own spirit into Ha-Adam, Ha-Adam became a nephesh, a living being. Before, Adam was just something formed from the dust of the ground, yet not living. And then when the Spirit of God breathed into Ha-Adam, she became a living being. So that's a Genesis. So here we are, so many thousands of years later, where the writer of this letter is really reminding us of the value of being a living being. Not just here, not just formed, but alive. Oh, I get excited about that. Have you ever in your life been so gripped with fear, sadness, loneliness, worries and questions and doubts that you were not living? That your mind was filled with so much stress and anxiety that you felt dead inside? Have you ever